Hi and welcome to my first ever proper podcast episode of the SCL1 TNO Knitting Project. My name is Sharon and I live in Surrey with my family and our dog Bella and 3 cats who could very well put in a guest appearance at any point, as can my family. I'll be honest and say I have people in the house, so anything can happen. But yeah, I thought I'd give this a go properly after doing Vlogmas. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for those that watched and have returned, and thank you for the kind comments. It's been great. So yeah, let's go straight into the knitting. I have notes, so if I look down from time to time, it's because I'm trying to remind myself what's coming next. Right, so first of all, finished objects, which I want to get out of the way because quite frankly I want to wear them. My first one is from this pair of socks. There we go. The light's quite good at the moment, it's great. These are a self-striping yarn from Lay Family Yarns. Kelly, who does the dyeing, is a good friend of mine and I absolutely just adore her colours. And these in particular, she showed me a preview of them and I was like, I've got to have that colour. So she kindly sent me a skein and look how fab is this. This is called Baby It's Cold Outside and I absolutely adore them. So these are going to go, I'm going to get to wear them tomorrow because it's not quite 12th night until tomorrow. It's Friday the 4th today. So I'm going to wear these tomorrow and then they're going to go, this is quite a good time to introduce it, they're going to go into my box of Christmas socks for next year, this year. I haven't quite got used to the fact with the new year. So my box of socks, the idea is I'm going to knit 25 pairs of socks. I actually like to knit 31 pairs of socks plus the 4 days or 5 days of January, so I can wear a different pair. It does occur to me though, if you do that, and I love that idea, and I've got it from Amy Florence, the Stranded Dye Works and the Stranded podcast. These socks are going to last a lifetime if all you do is wear them one day every December. You're not going to need to do them for a while, are you? But anyway, so they're going to go into my box. And I went out today. I went to our local garden centre because our kittens managed to break our Christmas tree over Christmas, which if you've seen the vlogs, you'll see that they were all over it. And I got this. Which is a tin. Everything was half price. This was only £5 to start with, so it was £2.50, which is great. So I'm going to use this tin to keep my socks in for next Christmas. Haven't quite worked out where I'm keeping the tin yet, but hey, I've only had it a few minutes. Yeah, that's what's happening. So once I have worn these tomorrow, I'll wash them and then I'll put them in the tin and they'll count towards my 25, no, not 25 pairs, 36 pairs, 37 pairs of socks. And I've already got a few. I've already got something like 6 or 7 pairs, so I will work that out later on and do that in a later podcast. So yeah, that's my first finished object. This is just my own vanilla sock pattern. It's got a twisted cuff, heel flap and gusset. I always do top down socks. I always do top down socks, heel flap and gusset, simply because that's what fits me the best. So yeah, that's my first finished object. My next one was for Advent. I had the Knit Style Yarns Advent calendar. Again, if you'd seen the vlogs, you saw me opening the little minis. And I made a Land of Sweets cowl by Curious Handmade with it. And this is it. I've been dying to wear this as well, so it's another reason for podcasting today. But the light actually is really good today, so that's a good reason too. So yeah, look at that. Isn't that fab? So pretty. Absolutely adored it. Ooh, there we go, just about see it all. Love it. So Absolutely loved it. Love knitting it, love the colours. So yeah, that's my Land of Sweets cowl. And then my third and final finish object is another pair of socks. Again, twisted cuff, heel flap and gusset. This is my own vanilla sock pattern, and it's made up of the minis from my Lay Family Yarn advent calendar that I had left over from going in my Cozy Memory blanket. I have made a note on my Ravelry page for them, but all I did was just do 8 rows, and every time I'd finished 8 rows I changed the colour, no matter what position I was in. So there's little bits on the heel. Really see that, can you? There we go. So there's just little ones on the heel. That's just 8 rows, that's just 8 rows, that's just 8 rows, that's just 8 rows. Even this bit here is just 8 rows, so that you see, actually see it better on that sock there. And that's all I did. Was just I didn't do any colour management, although looking at it, and you can probably see these two are 2 different colours. They don't look it. I should probably have changed that and made a different one, but I just was sticking my hand in the bag and grabbing them out. And to be fair, I was mostly doing these at night and I couldn't tell colours either. But yeah, so I probably should have changed those 2. But hey ho, I love them, absolutely adore them. And scrappy socks are definitely going to be my new obsession for this year. I'm going to be making a lot more of these. I absolutely adore them, so pretty. And I mean, Kelly is so talented. Look at those colours, so lovely. And that's the other sock, just amazing, so pretty. So yeah, so that's my finished objects. Works in progress. I mean, it's definitely scrappy projects, 100% scrappy projects. All I want to work on, whether that's a side effect of Christmas and opening all the minis, I don't know. I've always been a bit of a mini addict, so it's possibly just really brought it out. So the first one I'm going to show you, my work in progress, is my Cozy Memory Blanket Take 1, or rather Cozy Memory Blanket 2018, which is this one. Now of course I have not finished the square that I'm working on, because that would be helpful. I am using signature needles for these. This is the size 2.5 signature, which I did treat myself to because I love my Cozy Memory blanket so much. I was like, do you know what, I'm going to treat myself to some signatures. Really sharp point, but I do love them for this. So let's put that down, I'm not going to lose it. Okay, so I'm currently putting in a mini from what I had left over from my Land of Sweets cowl from Knit Style Yarns. So that's going into here at the moment. These are all at the minute Knit Style Yarns. And then I have literally got 2 more to go. That one there, and then that one there. That's my baby. It's cold outside socks, look, that one. That's the Lay Family Yarn. And then I'm going to finish this, and it's quite big. It's all I've done in, all of this was done in 2018. It's huge, it's massive. And I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to call it finished once I've done those 2 to square it off. I'm going to call it finished. I've got a little tag, little leather tag, which I'll show you next week. Hopefully I will have got it on. Excuse the banging, that's my neighbour. That was helpful. Right, so yeah, I'll show you next week. I'm going to put it on, but it says 2018 on it. And my idea is with these, I am going to start one each year, and I'm either going to keep them as lap blankets because it's still a good size. It's a good lap cap blanket. You can sleep under it on the sofa without any trouble whatsoever. Or if in later years I decide I want to put it on a bed, I'll seam them together. And it's not done on when I got the yarn, it's done on when I've knitted the square. So this is 2018's. There is a bit on one of my vlogs where I show you a spreadsheet I keep that says what all the yarn is. And I'm going to try and do a bit more detailed notes on my project page for it from now on. I did start, but I fell over at Christmas. I think it was because I was doing Vlogmas and I didn't really get the time, but hopefully now I will. So I'm going to I'm going to finish this one, and then that's the Corner of Craft stitch marker there, and that's a little Jiggle and Beans Christmas pud. So yeah, so once I get that finished, that's done for 2018. So that's my first work in progress. My second work in progress, which is currently living in my giant, isn't this fab? This is a blanket bag by Anne of Busy Pottering. She makes the best bags ever. I love her bags. So this is my blanket. It's a Christmas blanket bag. Now I've got one that I will transfer my blanket into this weekend, but for now it's in here. And then obviously by Christmas the blanket's really big, so she made me a lovely big bag to put it in. My 2019 Cozy Memories blanket, which is a little baby. I haven't done day 4 yet. And these are gorgeous little minis from West Green Loft Yarns 12 Days of Christmas set. So some of them are in the other blanket, and then I've got the first, second and third in here. So yeah, so pretty. What I have got, I've brought out, I should probably say actually, the little Progress Keepers, a Corner of Craft. I love that one, so pretty. Corner of Craft. And that one is West Green Loft Yarns from last year's 12 Days of Christmas. It's 2, I think. Yeah, pretty. So while I've got that out, this is number 10, which was yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to do. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? And it's sparkly. So that's number 10. And then today's number 11. Gonna do some thinking, there will be a bit of that. Oh wow, look at that. That's going to liven it up a bit, isn't it? Sparkly green. It's really pretty. So yeah, that's number 11. So that's that work in progress. And then last but not least, until I have enough scraps sorted from the Knit Style yarns, they're going to be my next scrappy socks. I haven't got any socks on the needles, or I hadn't got any socks on the needles, and I was going out this morning, so I quickly cast on something this morning. This is housed in a little Grey Girl project bag, which is a really sweet little Christmas one. All these Christmas bags will go away at the weekend. This is really sweet. This is my pair of Christmas socks, and this is, there we go, so much fun. Look at that, isn't that lovely? And that's how it's knitting up. There we go. And that is not got its ball band in there. It's Dusty Dimples, and it's the Mrs. Claus colourway. So yeah, Dusty Dimples, Mrs. Claus. That's all I've got, but I did only cast it on at like 8 o'clock this morning, and it is only 11:30 now. It's not too bad. A little bit of car knitting this morning. So that's going to be my first pair of, this is my January Christmas socks anyway. Yeah, really pretty. I'm really enjoying it, and you know, you've got to have a little pair of socks on the needles for those times when you're doing lots of tar journeys. Or I don't cinema knit, mainly because I only go to the cinema with my kids and they're like, Mum, please don't knit. So I tend to not cinema knit. Okay, so that's the end of my whips. I have lots of whips, lots and lots of whips. I'm only going to show the ones I'm actually actively working on each week. So if I've put a needle in the project, I will actually use it, I will show it, but if I haven't touched it, then I'm not going to show it. I have got quite a up-to-date Ravelry page, which you're welcome to go and look at. It's SEL1TNO. I should have said that. You'll find me as SEL1TNO everywhere. So I have got an active Ravelry page. You can look at my whips if you're really interested. But I will bring them out from time to time and show you when I've worked on them. So this is what I've worked on this week, basically. So that's whips done. What's next? It's not whips done. It's not whips done at all. I've got another whip. Right, next on whips. This is another Busy Pottering bag. This is one of her Christmas ones. And all her Christmas bags this year jingle, which is great. But my 3 kittens also have bells, so you never know whether I'm coming or the kittens are coming right now. So in here, this is my next one, is my Bits and Bobs blanket. So when I finished with my Lay Family Yarn Scrappy Socks, with that advent, I put a square in my Cozy Memory blanket first. Then I made the Scrappy Socks. So then I did those. Scrappy Socks. And then I made a magic knot ball with the leftovers. So pretty. I love magic knot balls. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And that is going in my Bits and Bobs blanket. This is a pattern by the Amazing Kay of the Bakery Bears. And yeah, that's my Bits and Bobs blanket. So the start of this is actually Kelly's minis as well. They're from the summer. So yeah, this is my Bits and Bobs blanket. So the indie dyed part is my magic knot ball. And the commercial part, or the other yarn that you use in it, I am using a Sheepy's Whirl, which this is the colour macaroon, and that's left over from a birch shawl I did last year. Might have even been the year before actually, but anyway, it was a birch shawl. And that's the little bit I had left over. I have a whole one of these, a whole macaroon cake, which at the moment I don't know where it is. I've moved it over Christmas and no idea where I put it, so I need to find that. So that's what I'm knitting in with my magic knot ball, and that's how it's coming out at the moment. It is gradient, it is a gradient, so it will change colour. But that's it. It's very small at the moment, but it's great telly knitting. I love knitting on it. So yeah, that's really my whips are blankets at the moment. I've got a bit of an obsession going on. Anything scrappy. So yeah, that's my whip on that one. Oh, actually what I will do is move my progress keeper from down there to up there, so I can show you any progress next week if I actually knit on this. So yeah, that is the last of my whips. I have actually finished them now. That's why you make show notes, because then you don't forget things. Okay, so next is spinning. Bear with, cup of tea. Now I am a very new spinner. I got a spindle early this year. I made a complete pig's ear of it, but like anything else, trial and error. I persevered. I really like doing it. So my husband very kindly bought me a spinning wheel for my birthday back in June, and it's a second-hand wheel. It's an Ashford Traveller. It's, in my opinion, it's brilliant. There's nothing wrong with my wheel at all. I love it. It's a single drive, but obviously I am a very new spinner, and I've seen quite a few people on Instagram recently saying that they want to get into spinning and that they've just got a wheel and they don't quite know where to start now. I did watch a couple of crafty classes and a couple of YouTube videos, but I'll be honest and say nothing beats just putting the fibre on the wheel and having a go and starting it. You need to watch a bit of the technical stuff about how to put a leader on and how to spin to the leader, but once you've got that sorted out and you've worked out which bit of your wheel is which, just go for it. Have a go. Nothing beats practice. So first of all, this is Owl About Yarn. This is from a braid from Owl About Yarn. And yeah, this is washed and applied. It's barber poled beautifully. Love how it's barber poled up. It's majorly thick and thin. I mean, I've got, actually that's an end, so it's a bit unfair, isn't it? It's not quite that bad, but yeah, it is quite thick and thin. That's a thick bit there, but you know, it's getting there. I mean, it all looked like that when I first started, so you know, it's definitely getting there. Not too sure what I'm going to use this for yet. I might make a cowl out of it actually, because this is really soft and squidgy. It's really pretty. It's got some sparkle in it too. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. It's sparkling. Yeah, so I really like that. Yeah, that's Owl About Yarn from a braid. Then the next thing was for Advent, I did a fibre Advent calendar from Siobhan Crafts. I adore her fibre, and so you've got a little package each day. Again, well, this is on my Vlogmas if you watch that. You get a little package each day of fibre. It can be a little mini bat, it can be a little mini braid. There was some Rolags in there was some locks in there, which I'd never spun before, so that threw me slightly. So yeah, and it was brilliant because it was like 15 minutes worth of spinning every morning, and I did it every morning. I was so pleased. I did actually do it every morning. And these are the bobbins. This is an Anchor Works bobbin, which is just gorgeous. So yes, that's the first bobbin I spun. And I've just spun them all onto the bobbins. I haven't done anything clever with it, I've just spun it. Yeah, that's the first one I spun. And then that's the second one. It's definitely going to be at least a DK, I think. There's some quite thick bits on that one. And there is a little bit on a third bobbin. So yeah, so these are my two bobbins. And there is a little bit on a third bobbin that's actually got a little bit of the braid left over from here. So I'm kind of doing like a leftovers bobbin. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that, but I might sort of wind half of it off and spin it back on and apply it back on itself, but we'll see. That's another time to worry about. But I apologise, I have a cat. What are you doing, Lou? The cats are now fighting at my feet. That's great. Right, back to this. So I am going to apply these two together. Hopefully I'll get to do some of that this weekend. May have it ready for the next podcast. Probably won't. Yeah, it's really soft actually. It's very soft and squidgy. So I'm very pleased with it. But yeah, but there's a definite colour thing with these. I don't know how best to show that. That way maybe. Yeah, it makes you wonder whether I might use this with these. I have to see when I'm not going to do that until I've got this plied up and see what happens with it. So yeah, that's my spinning. Next is the mail section. This is quite a lot, but it's because it's post-Christmas. I'll do that one in a minute. Start with this as we're on spinning. This is my spinning mail. Look, this is from Siobhan Crafts. And it's a one of a kind, and it's Mermaid. And it's 80% Rambouillet and 20% Sparkle with a small amount of Merino. Isn't that lovely? So sparkly. So sparkly. So yeah, I really like that. It's very similar actually to the colours that we were spinning from the Advent calendar. So that's that one. And the other one I got was this one, which is also one of a kind, and it's called Unicorn Confetti. and it's the same, 80% Rambouillet, 20% sparkle and a dash of merino. It's very sparkly. I don't know whether the sparkle's showing up on the camera. Yeah, it's really pretty. Pretty braid. So yeah, that's that one. So pretty. I'll do the same with the other ones as well, because I didn't really hump it out for very long. So yeah, that's the other one. Reminds me of Sully from Monsters Inc. actually. Sully colours. Right, so next out is from, this is a project bag from Donna's Designs. It's called Reindeer Games Project Bag with Christmas at the Burrow yarn, which I've got in here, which I will find. It's really sweet, isn't it? I love that. Love the little reindeer. So this is Reindeer Games. That's the yarn that came with the set. And that's an 80/20. Very pretty. And then the other one which I got is just Christmas at the Burrow. It's a 75/25 merino nylon. So pretty. So that was that one. And then what else did I get? Oh, this came to Siobhan Crafts. Got some of her minis because, you know, having just opened 4 advent calendars, 5 advent calendars, I needed more minis in my life apparently. But hey ho, I couldn't resist. And this is the Harry Potter one. It's the covers of the books. I have to say she completely nailed it, didn't she? How beautiful are they? I'm really looking forward to using those, and probably another pair of scrappy socks. And more minis. This is a Homespun House, and this is Home Alone at Christmas, which I ordered before Christmas, but obviously being UK only arrived a couple of days ago. Same with these actually. This is Yarn Cafe Creations, and they are reindeer mini packs, pack 1 and 2. Again, they're really pretty. How pretty are those? I love Cafe Creations yarn, so pretty. Just to show you have to pay a fortune to import stuff in this country. And the last stuff is all Homespun House. I figured as I was ordering it anyway, I might as well order a few bits. So this was 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which these are all going to be part of my Christmas socks project throughout the year. This is gorgeous. How pretty is that? Look at the colours on that. That's really showing up well actually. And this is called It's Okay to Be Alone. That's gorgeous. Love that. And then this is a second 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, which I obviously accidentally ordered 2, which is fine because I will keep this, and then if this takes off I'm going to use this as a prize for a cowl, and I've already got a cowl in mind, so leave it a little while and then I might announce a cowl later on to the March time. So that's it. Okay, because I totally forgot to put this into what I received in the mail. There, I received this in the mail. This is a prize from the Flower Power Fund. How beautiful is this bag? It's from So Cozy Knits, who I'm not familiar with, but I'm definitely going to look her up because their bags are gorgeous. And it came with 2 balls of DK of Blue Flace Leicester. I know exactly what I'm going to do with these. I am going to make some mitts because I think they would be a fab contrasting colour. And a sheep pen, which is adorable. And a load of little progress keepers, which is just so pretty. So yeah, last year I seem to have amazing luck. Now I never win anything, ever. I'm one of these people who never wins anything. But last year I won quite a few prizes, which has just been, I mean, it's been incredible. I've loved it. It's been so nice. So yeah, I'm very grateful for that. It's very unexpected. As I said, I never win anything, so last year was just the year that kept on giving. It was amazing. So, but yeah, so thank you for that. Look at that. Lovely spring bag, isn't it? So I'm going to keep that and change that over in the spring for my spring bags. So that'll be Easter. I will change across to my spring bags. I'm going to use my winter, not Christmas bags for between now and Easter. Then in Easter I'll go into my spring bags, and then around about my birthday, which is in June, I will go to summer, and then it's autumn, winter, Christmas. Makes it sound like I've got hundreds, and if my friend Anne is watching, she'll tell you I have. But you'll see them throughout the course of the year. I'm a project bag addict, but then I'm also a whip addict, so I need the bags to keep the whips in. And to be honest, especially with kittens around, you don't want open baskets or anything, because they just have the yarn out of it. So, you know, everything needs to be securely inside a bag. So at least if they take the bag for a walk, which they have been known to do, the project's safe. So project bags, as well as being pretty, are very practical. They are very useful to have. Just occasionally you need to remember which project you put in which bag when you grab it to go out the door. Only thing left now really is life and home stuff. So yeah, if you've stuck around this long, thank you very much. That's the end of the fibery bits. If you want to know a little bit more about my life, then hey, here we go. I've got 3 daughters. Grown-up daughters. My youngest is 18. I work with my eldest, and my middle daughter works with my younger daughter. It's a very family orientated working life around here. Now my youngest does pantomime every year, and she is currently doing her panto run this week. She is Dandini in Cinderella, and it's been brilliant. I've loved it. I go to every show because, you know, I'm a mum. I would, wouldn't I? And my eldest this year is actually helping out, and she's running the chaperoning and looking after all the little children, and I think there's something like 28 or 29 of them, so she's got her hands full, bless her. So this is what I affectionately call show week, but I'm not allowed to call that show week by my kids because they go absolutely start groaning if I call it show week. It means it's a bit manic, to say the least. So that's really been it. I've been back to work for a couple of days. I worked from the office on Wednesday and from home on Thursday. So it's been a gentle start back. I have Fridays off, which I'll get to in a moment. So yeah, it's been a gentle start back, but it's going to obviously be back to a normal week next week. Well, apart from the fact I'm not back to a normal week next week, because I'm actually taking Thursday off because I need to go up north with my husband to see his family, because they all live up north. That's where I will be next week. Now my idea of the podcast schedule is I'm going to record on a Friday. If you can hear bells in the background, that'll be my kittens playing at my feet. They may very well just jump up here and make their own guest appearance at some point. Yeah, back to it. So I am, sorry, they're having a mad 5 minutes. My idea is I'm going to record on a Friday so I can edit over the weekend to get it up on a Monday. However, that already goes out the window next weekend because I'm up north. So I'd like it to be weekly. I think realistically, maybe 3 times a month. You know, it won't be every other week, but we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that if I miss a Friday, like next week, I might do like a vlog style episode in between times, because I really enjoyed doing the Vlogmas. I have to say that was really good fun, and it's a lovely record for me, if nothing else. So I'm thinking maybe I might try and vlog a little bit up there. Obviously not with his family, because you know that's a bit weird. But on my way up, you know, I can at least show you what I'm working on in the car, what I'm working on when I'm up there, etc. So we'll see, you know, if I've finished anything, which I won't have done. Well, unless I finish those socks, that's possible. It is saying, before I got interrupted, that I may have finished the socks. Depends on how much time I get between now and then. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please click the thumbs up and subscribe. That would be brilliant. That's going to be down there somewhere. Oh, that reminds me, there will be show notes. I'm going to try and work out how to link things as well, so hopefully there'll be links to things I've talked about. Probably should say with my socks, they're knit on 2.5mm needles, and they are 60 stitches, and I use the Licky needles. That's it. I will explain a sock pattern if I actually use a sock pattern, but that is my complete vanilla is 60 stitches, 2.5mm, and if you look at previous socks I've made on Ravelry, it will be listed on there. I haven't started a Ravelry group yet. I'm going to leave this for a couple of episodes before I do that. Please do follow me on Instagram. I'm SCR1TNO on Instagram. It's family as well as knitting, so you will see snippets of my crazy cats, my lunatic dog, and my insane family. As you can imagine, things get very busy around here. All the girls still live at home at the moment, and 2 of them have their boyfriends live here as well. So we are a major house full. So getting interrupted doing this is inevitable, unfortunately. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully it will be a vlog next week. I will see you next week. Take care.